What's up, my movie misfits, and welcome back to the Koffin Click, your weekly horror review show that digs up the movies your sanity tried to bury. As always, I am here with...
Juan. How are you, everybody?
And... no Justin this week. I'm so used to him being here. But a very speedy recovery to his wife.
Yep.
And we're here to guide you through the creepy, the campy, and the catastrophically bad. So grab your snacks, drinks, silver bullets, and brace yourself. Or don't. If you like what we do here and you want to support us, please go to prowrestlingtees.com/Koffin Click podcast. We have 2 t-shirts out. We do have more coming. Bela Con 5 is Saturday, June 6th. It is Chicago's biggest comic and toy show. Our friend Julio will be a panelist there. I'm very excited about that. Also, a week from almost today when this comes out, Unholy Cheese, Hobson Way, Beecher, Fireman's Park. Link is in the description. I can't stress this enough. This is probably one of the coolest opportunities. Keep listening to us. There's a whole episode coming out about it. More info is coming. So this week, we have 3 movies with the same actor. Something we have done in the past before, but this one kind of hits a little bit closer to home. We have Robin Williams on deck.
Yay!
And 3 movies, like one of which is fucking scary as all get out.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it's because of how he plays the character. But the other ones are just... These movies are too good to pass up. I absolutely love Robin. Being in my late 30s, I grew up with Robin Williams in the same way that I know you're a little bit older than me.
Right.
But for me, Robin was the genie from Aladdin. He was in a ton of animated stuff. Baddie from Fern Gully. Mm-hmm. I actually have, it's hard to see. I actually have a Baddie sticker.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll probably post that on Instagram.
And he was also the one of the penguins in Happy Feet.
Yes. But I was way too young to see his comedy, like his comedy specials, which is completely different from obviously his animated stuff.
He's got some good special though.
Talking about like being addicted to Ferraris, cocaine, and meeting somebody who owns a car dealership and shit.
Right.
But no, it's super good guy all around.
Oh, like, and also feed the charity thing he used to do with Whoopi Goldberg and
yes.
What's his name?
Oh, I can't think of it now. I can look it up real quick.
Yeah. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, they did it one every year.
And also naming his daughter Zelda, because he was a really big Legend of Zelda fan.
Oh, that's cool. That I didn't know, but that's cool.
We will eventually get to her. She had a directorial debut a couple years ago. She did a fantastic movie called Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, I heard of it. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard of it. It
is so fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like Feed the Homeless here in America or something. I just can't remember what the name of it was. It was like a comedy thing where like they got a bunch of comics together and they would do stand-up and stuff like that.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
It was kind of based off of what Jerry Lewis used to do for muscular dystrophy, but this was Feed the Homeless.
Yep. The comic relief.
There you go, comic relief.
That's, especially when comedians would come together and do things like that, especially somebody like him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so like my ties to Robin, like I said, was definitely the animated stuff. Again, and when I had found his comedy stylings, or his not his live action films, but his comedy specials, I had also learned about George Carlin at the same time, and it was weird because I would be watching, like Shiny Time Station and see him, Carlin as the conductor. And then, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years, when I got older, hearing, the 7 words you can't say on radio or TV, like fuck, shit, what I just, like, I'm like, that's the conductor from fucking, oh, okay. And I kind of had the same, not issue, but the same route with Robin. But yeah, these movies that we're going to talk about are some of my favorites, and I'm so happy we picked them. So first up, Birdcage.
Birdcage. Oh, okay.
This was released March 8th, 1996. You.
Okay, yeah. So me and my wife was out once grocery shopping, and some lady ran up to our car and knocked on the window. Yeah, I told you guys off the air before, and but anyway, she knocked on the window, scared the crap out of me and my wife because she knocked like kind of hard, and then so my wife rose down the window a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, I just had to tell you, I love your husband's hair. I just had to tell you guys," and we were like, "Thank you," and then
thanks,
right?
I appreciate that.
Right, exactly. Just so I mean, I know none of you know me, but or see me in public yet, but I have really long hair, and so does my wife, which is funny because her hair is longer than mine, but they complimented my hair, not hers. So I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, so it's funny, So stuff like that happens to me all the time, and I just kind of brush it off and think it's funny.
One of my favorite things about this movie is the dinner scene. It's still one of the best comedic detonations ever filmed. Lies stacking on lies, everyone sweating through their clothes, Gene Hackman slowly realizing he's wandered into a funhouse he can't escape, things like that. But my favorite part about this movie is how it flips the script, that the gay family is the loving family, the caring family, and that the conservative normal family is the circus act. They're the dysfunctional ones. And this movie coming out in the 90s showed a huge part of like, it obviously doesn't matter whether you're gay or straight. You can have a dysfunctional family. It's not just one or the other, in terms of what your what's the word I'm looking for here?
Background?
Yeah. Or, what your choices in life. Like,
right, exactly.
So, yeah.
If you got good morals, you got good morals. It doesn't matter what you're, I mean, look at what the movie was about. The senator that was died in a bed of a underage, African-American hooker.
Yeah.
And then that's what started the whole movie off. And it's like, just because you represent the straight and narrow doesn't mean you're honest, a good person, or may or not be a good person,
Right, yeah. No, I completely agree.
Right.
So some quick facts about this movie. Robin Williams was originally cast as Albert, but he wanted to change from flamboyant characters. Also, with his character dressing in drag, the film would have basically been a repeat of Williams' earlier film, This Is Doubtfire.
Oh, yeah.
Thus, he asked to be cast as Armand, after Steve Martin, who was originally cast as Armand, dropped out.
Oh, that
This would have been a very different movie. Mike Nichols agreed and recast him. Martin later regretted his choice as he never ended up making a film with Williams. To think that Steve Martin and Robin Williams was in a movie together, this probably would have been my favorite movie ever made. And that's not taking away anything from Nathan Lane, but just a super good actor.
Speaking of that, actually, there was another thing I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to mention. The kitchen scene where he starts laughing.
Yeah.
And that was where he broke character and he started laughing at his own self. They left that in the movie. I so love that they left that in the movie. And then later on when he goes back to the kitchen and he falls, that's real. But they left it in the movie because they thought it was so funny. They actually left it in the movie.
That's what I was about to bring up, actually. Robin Williams' slip and fall during the shrimp scene towards the end of the movie was not planned. Williams really fell, and he, Hank Azaria, and Dan Futterman are holding back laughter. Williams can even be heard holding back laughter, telling everyone to go out of the kitchen.
Right, and then he tells them, "Fuck the shrimps." Yeah, I love that scene.
Oh, God. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah, it's great. But I love it when bloopers are like that and they do them in the movies. It makes it great.
And being an actor that would 95% improvise a lot of his stuff makes perfect sense for him.
Oh, yeah.
So, kill count. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, there's no kills in this movie. Yay!
Thank God.
Yep.
So what's your Koffin rating?
I gave it a 5 coffins. This movie deserves nothing more than 5 coffins.
I have to completely agree with you. Yeah, 5 coffins for me too. This movie is, it's perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so fucking good.
I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change an actor, and I'm glad they picked the actors they did. You know, the guy that played the senator, he did a great job. I forgot what his name is.
I think that was Gene Hackman's character.
Gene Hackman was great. You know, everyone Spartacus was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me and the wife watched the original movie, the original French.
Yes.
I made a note of. I thought I made a note of what it was called. I thought I wrote it down. Where's it at? Hold on, let me find it real quick. Where is it? It's oh, here it is. It's La Cage. I can't speak French, but La Cage. Basically, it means the cage of the feathers or something like that, or like it was a play off the words because it was basically the same movie. A lot of the plots that were in our version, the Birdcage, was in the French version too. The same thing about the scandal was in it and all this stuff. So if you ever get a chance to watch it, you should watch it. But you might have to find an English translation. I mean, unless you speak French.
Yeah, unless you speak French and you've missed it somehow.
Right, but no, it's good and really good. But it's based off of a French movie, and it's really good. And actually, in the French one, there's like 3 movies that are the Birdcage. There's like 3 parts.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're interested and you like foreign films, check those out too. I mean, it's basically the Birdcage is the first film, but there's like 2 other films that go with it.
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
Ready to move on?
Yep.
All right. The second movie is not as funny as Birdcage. It is Death to Smoochy. This released February 28th, 2002. This was directed, and this is what threw me off, directed by Danny DeVito, the guy who's been a meme for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So anyway, I came out shooting. I'm the trash man. Always Sunny is a super good show. But this was written by Adam Resnick, and it stars, again, Robin Williams, Edward Norton, Catherine Keener, Danny DeVito, and I forgot he was in this because he's not in a whole lot of movies that I remember, but I normally don't talk about politics. Actually, I don't think I've ever talked about politics on, this wonderful podcast we have. Mainly because my views and what I stand on, I don't talk outside of my house, and that's just me. So, that being said, I need to meet and hug Jon Stewart. Because the way that I got into politics when I was younger was by watching The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Because it is all satirical. But Jon Stewart is such a good journalist. Him, Stephen Colbert used to be on there. John Oliver as well. And now they're off doing, amazing work. But I saw Jon Stewart. I was like, the hell is this? Like, I forgot he was in this. So one of my fun facts that I found is when hosting the 78th Annual Academy Awards in 2006, Jon Stewart mentioned this movie as one of his few acting jobs. He said, "Welcome to the 78th Annual Academy Awards, hosted by me, the 4th male lead in The Death to Smoochy. Rent it." So, what did you think of this movie?
To be honest with you, this is one of the few movies of Robert Williams that I didn't remember watching until I started watching it.
That's one of the, and we were talking about before we started,
right?
That this movie's like, have I seen this?
Right.
I feel like I have. Oh wait, yes I did.
Right. Yeah. So also the funny thing is I'm not one to really talk about politics either or religion. Other than outside a few people that I actually feel comfortable with talking to those things about. But the funny thing that you said is I really don't watch the news either. But when these shows started coming out, the ones you mentioned, I was like, oh man, why can't the news be more like this? This I would watch.
Right.
If the news took this kind of a point of view on what the things that are happening in the world, everything. I would watch it. So I would watch shows like that too because, it was like, making fun, I guess you could say, of the news and all that stuff and things that happen, crazy shit that happens in the world.
But at least it's true and it's accurately reported.
Right, exactly. Right. But yeah, so, I was like, man, if the news was like this, I'd actually watch it. But yeah, so I would watch those shows too. I would watch them not all the time, just whenever I could catch them. But, it's not like I went home and be like, oh, I got to watch the Daily Report or whatever,
Right, yeah.
But whenever it was on TV, like if it would come on after a movie I was watching, I was like, oh, okay, I'll stay tuned for this too.
I was on Comedy Central a lot anyway, either watching like South Park or Dave Chappelle.
South Park.
Be like, oh, hey, Daily Show.
Right.
Let's find out what's going on in the world. Like, if South Park didn't talk about it, I knew the Daily Show was going to get to it.
Right. Oh, man, South Park. I got a funny story about that, but that can wait for another time. There's an experience with South Park, let me tell you. But anyway, so Death to Smoochy. So this movie, like I said, once I started watching it, before we started recording, it made me think of a lot of other things. Not technically related, but there's a TV show that came out, and when I saw the Smoochy character, and from right away, for some reason, it made me think of this TV show, even though they're technically not related, but it's Happy. It was on for 2 seasons, and the only reason why I say that is because the imaginary unicorn has a big head, and Smoochy had a big head, so that just happened to make me think of it, and it's slightly crazy things that happen in this movie, and the movie Happy, or the TV show Happy, crazy things would happen to that guy too in the show, so that kind of made me think of that show, which only went 2 seasons, but still, it's pretty good if everybody gets a chance to watch it. It was on Sci-Fi.
Crazy, because there's Christopher Maloney, and he is one of the lead detectives in SVU.
Right. Yeah, so like he plays a detective in other shows. Yeah, so that was one thing that this movie made me think of. Another thing is I actually lived through the Barney phase of people's existence. And it used to drive me crazy that everybody was Barney this, Barney that, Barney. It got to the point where every time I heard the Barney song, I made up my own lyrics.
I think a lot of people did at some point.
Yeah, so I would hear the Barney song, and it's funny because my nephew Giovanni was real big into Barney when he was a kid. And every time that song came on, I would make up lyrics all the time, and I would just sing my version of the Barney song, which I won't get into here, but but yeah, so I lived through that whole thing, that Barney craze, and this movie so reminded me of that, how everybody was all about Smoochy, all about Rainbow, whatever his name was.
Rainbow Randolph.
Yeah, Rainbow Randolph and stuff like that, and it just made me think, like, oh man, what do these people do on their downtime? All these crazy kid shows and the Wiggles and...
So it's funny that you bring that up, because I remember earlier on when we started doing episodes, we did Little Monsters, and Josh Gad plays the Kermit,
the guy, the kid.
So when he's not being his
persona
character, he's this drunk guy who fucks moms, and it's like it's jarring, but it's like they can't be that happy all the time.
Right, exactly.
Like and I'm not calling them out or anything, but I agree with you. Like the Wiggles, like you're gonna tell me that you're happy all the time. You're making all these songs. You just stop and start drinking. Like at what point? I mean, look at what happened from Steve from Blue's Clues. That man went to college and now has a true crime podcast.
Right.
Which involves finding clues, but I miss you, Steve. Anyway, bastard left. I gotta take that out. But,
actually, you know what? Blue's Clues. That guy that was on Blue's Clues wasn't. What was it? He was on. He was on something. Was it Big Bang?
No.
He showed up in something. I forgot what it was, and then Jessica was like, "Hey, that's what's his name from Blue's Clues." And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "No way." But it was some show like that. It came out around the same time as Big Bang or something like that, and he was on it. And I was like, oh wow, that is the guy from Blue's Clues.
Oh shit, it's Steve.
Yeah. So let's see, what else about this movie that I made a note of? Let's see. So Danny DeVito. Speaking of him, he's another one that I've seen not all his movies, but I've seen a lot of his stuff. I've known him ever since Taxi. which is showing my age, but you know.
I'm happy you also bring up Taxi because I'd been watching bloopers or like stuff that they left in with Christopher Lloyd.
Right.
Because he would say the most outlandish shit, and Danny DeVito would be like, "What?" And he'd just keep going. But yeah, right. Taxi, I want to rewatch that.
Yeah, that was a great show. Which is also Andy Kaufman, where he got his start.
Yep.
So that was another great comedian. But yeah, so I knew Danny DeVito ever since the start of his career. You know, his wife too. I forgot what her name is. Sorry, but I think they're still married. Aren't they still married?
They might be. I was going to look into it, to be honest.
Yeah. So so they both have really long, great careers in Hollywood. Let's see.
And I feel like shows like Taxi, Cheers, Frasier. I mean, I still fall asleep to Frasier every night. But that's what was on at night when I was a kid, especially being at my grandma's.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, cartoons are over. Let's watch Taxi. Like,
right, yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so that was a little bit of little glimpse into my childhood. I would watch shows like Taxi.
Oh, he's married to Rhea Perlman.
Yeah.
Who was in Cheers.
Right, yeah.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, and she was also in, what's that one movie? Not Dora, the one with the little girl, she was a witch or whatever.
Oh, shit. Matilda.
Matilda, there you go. Yeah,
it just came up. I just looked.
Yeah, so she was in Matilda too and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's see what else I got. Oh, yeah, I just put it on here. I love Robert Williams. And then, let's see.
So, you're talking about quotes from Birdcage. Mm-hmm. I don't often use this one a lot, but watching, Death to Smoochy over again, you better grow eyes in the back of your fucking head, you horned piece of shit, because I'm not gonna sleep until worms are crawling up your foam rubber ass. I'm going on safari, motherfucker. Safari.
Oh yeah.
And he makes the elephant noise.
Oh yeah. The phone call. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Actually, mine is I like it when he was in the sewer and like he's like telling him he's gonna change this and that, and he sees the article. And then he starts going over the deep end again, and then the short guy, I forgot what his name is. He tells him, I thought we were gonna change the colors or leave or whatever it was he says, and then he starts screaming, and he's like, what's it? He said, I think he like says fuck you or something like that, and I was like, ooh, Robert Williams cusses.
Are you okay? I don't know. Yeah. I'm kind of fucked up in general, so it's hard to gauge.
Right. Yeah, so actually this movie, I thought we were going to go a whole podcast with no kills.
Yeah.
Because it's Robert Williams, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, no kills, all right. And then, but we actually have 2 kills in this movie. Technically, it might be more, but they probably happened off screen. Because I don't know what happens to Danny DeVito and the other producer guy, because they don't really say.
Oh, you're right.
So it doesn't say if they kill him or not, and they just leave him with Lucy or whatever her name is and her Irish mob guys.
That's true.
Right, but they don't really say. I mean, it's not like you hear a gunfire or nothing like that, so you don't know if they just beat him up and then let him go or what. So they never say.
I'm going to look that up now.
Yep.
See if there's any...
Yeah, so the 2 kills was the boxer and the guy that plays the Ice Capades ringleader guy.
Oh shit, yeah.
But he was also in not Birdcage, but he was in Mrs. Doubtfire. He plays his brother in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Which is what I believe, outside of 1 Hour Photo, is Robin Williams' scariest movie.
Right.
It's not framed that way, but if you look at it, that is a movie about a stalker.
Oh, yeah.
It's, again, definitely not framed that way.
Right.
But if you look at it that way, yeah. I mean, again, it's fucking Pierce Brosnan. He played James Bond. How did he not see any of this coming?
Right.
Asshole.
Yeah.
007 my ass. So what's your Koffin rating?
Oh, yeah, my Koffin rating is I gave it 3 coffins.
I'm gonna give it 4.
Okay.
Rewatching this kind of reminded me or put me in that mentality of the weird shit that I have come to as an adult enjoy. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because of movies like this. I mean, there's not many movies, at least back then, that were like Death to Smoochy, that no teenager should have been watching. Right. But again, it falls in that category of like, oh, it's Robin Williams, it's safe. No, it's not. Did you check this beforehand? This isn't Disney. Like, the fuck?
Right.
And speaking of what the fuck when it comes to Robin Williams, we're going to get to our last film here. 1 Hour Photo, which came out August 21st, 2002. This movie is directed by Mark Romanek, written by Mark Romanek, and stars Robin Williams, Connie Nielsen, Aaron Daniels, Gary Cole, who I love, and this movie fucked me up the first time I saw it.
Oh, same here.
Because I didn't see the cover art for it. I didn't see anything for it. Again, I just saw 1 Hour Photo. I was like, oh.
Well, I think that's what a lot of people saw because this movie wasn't really talked about before it came out.
No,
it was kind of like, it's one of those rare movies where you don't get nothing ahead of time. They're just like, it's 1 Hour Photo. And then even the poster was just a kind of a vague, like, faded picture of Robert Williams in the glasses, and it just said 1 Hour Photo.
Looking through film. Yeah,
right.
That's all. And just, I was like, oh, this movie's going to be about, either a story about, like,
filmmaking or whatever.
Filmmaking. Right. Maybe it's somewhere in the realm of, like, Patch Adams, where it's like a cancer story. Mm-hmm. Not at all.
Yep.
And this is why it works for me, because this takes Robin's funny, haha personality. Because in Death to Smoochy, he's still funny. Mm-hmm. He's going crazy, but he's not a fucking maniac like he is in this movie. Just sort of be like the haha funny guy to be this, like, oh shit, that could. I wonder how real this is. Like, obviously, I don't believe Robin did any of this, but being a method actor like he was, goddamn, like, this movie fucks me up. So the fun fact, or I shouldn't say fun fact, but the few facts that I did find is, in preparation for his role, Robin trained for 2.5 days at a photo developing training facility in Southern California on the AGFA and MSC 101D photo developing machine. So he really, really got into character. Mm-hmm. And then, after the film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival, Robin overheard viewers say that they forgot it was Williams in the lead 15 minutes into the film.
Oh, yeah.
Because again, he's not joking. He's not that guy. He's not Good Will Hunting. He's not anything. He's just,
right.
Jesus.
Well, the weirdest thing about this movie, I think, is the fact that you never know what's going to set somebody off. I mean, you don't really know what a person is like, other than when you see them for even brief periods of time, right, or someone you see, like, I don't want to give out where I work, but say in my line of work, you could go to that place every day. You can see that person every day. They could be nice every day, but then you don't know what they are when they go home. You don't know what they're doing, who they associate with, what kind of person they are. You just see their outer persona that they do for the job. Like,
right, yeah, they're definitely in work mode, or
right.
Having that mask on just to get through the day. But yeah, you don't know what they're like at home.
Right. I'll give you another example. Say Disney. And when you go to Disney World, you got to be that persona. You got to do, this is the most happiest place in the world type of stuff.
You're banging your head off of.
I'll give you an example. My wife's family member, he used to work for Disney. or he worked for, I don't know if it was for Disney. I think she told me she worked for something. It was something like Disney type related, where you had to be sunshine and rainbows all the time. And she said he was the most grumpiest person in the world. But like if he's talking to you, whatever, he puts on that personality where he's like, you can be telling him the worst thing in the world, and he's like, great, awesome, good for you, stuff like that, So that's what this movie kind of did for me. It kind of bothered me. Plus, it kind of hit close to home. I mean, I don't really want to say more than that, but this movie was really like, it creeped me out because of my life experiences. Let's just put it that way. And then, so this movie kind of creeped me out. And so, yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, there's really nothing like it. I don't want to like not talk about this movie, but there's really nothing to talk about after that. Like This is such a flip for him.
Oh yeah.
And I think the scene where it shows all the pictures on his wall. Mm-hmm. Fucking like I love true crime. I love Criminal Minds. Mm-hmm. That and The Mentalist made me want to work for the BAU. And then I found out all the requirements for it and was like, not doing that. It's too late for me.
Right.
But like the profiling of people and things like that, and just the breakdown of it, and trying to figure out the why they do this. Not, okay, yes, I have to stop them, but just figuring people out has always been interesting to me. And this movie, I was like, I couldn't do it. If this is the guy that I had to profile, nope.
Right.
Give me Hannibal Lecter. He's straightforward. This guy, not so much. Like,
right. Yeah, but like I said, I mean, that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning. Like, you never know how wound up somebody is. It's the best way I could put it. You never know how, like I said, I mean, let's put it like this. The whole thing with the post office, with the people that would snap and then come back to work and start shooting everybody up. Yep. I mean, you never know what's going to set somebody off. I mean, he was fine, technically, with one-on-one interactions and stuff like that. He was like great customer service. He remembered his customers, not just her and her family, but he remembered everybody. He put, I guess you could say, pride in his work.
Yeah.
But he put a little much more in it than he should have. Let's put it that way. Especially for this one family.
Isolation breeds obsession.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And then, and the most funniest thing that I related to this movie is that the commercials that they have nowadays. Can't remember if it's CVS or whatever.
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about before we were recording. It's like these new commercials they have now where the African American man comes into the store and she knew his name and she's like, oh yeah, you need them, because he was holding his elbow. Oh, you need the whatever cream. It's in aisle whatever. And then he comes in with his grandchildren and she's like, oh, how you guys doing? Da, da, da. Which is so funny because in the movie, he actually says, oh, you're growing up like a weed and this and that and whatever. Remember the kid's birthday.
That's, you know too much about me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and to a point, it's like, hey, thank you.
Right.
Like, we both work in customer service.
Right, exactly.
So in my line of work, if I remember somebody having, like whatever they have, I'm like, oh, hey, this is what you got last time. Like, I don't have to dip back through your receipt. And that's not me being a creep. It's, oh, hey, I'm doing my best to remember to help you so, we can get through this a whole lot quicker. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I just, sometimes I'll, normally that happens to me when I go to a restaurant or like a fast food place way too much. Mm-hmm. And I just have to pull up and it's like, oh, hey, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, gotta switch places now.
Actually, it happened to me this morning.
Did it?
Yeah, actually, I got out of work for a work meeting. I was off today, but I went into a work meeting, mandatory meeting, and I stopped at Starbucks. And when I walked in, the barista, she's like, hey, Juan. And she's like, she goes, is Jessica in the car? Because I picked up a coffee for me and my wife, and then and I was like, no, she's at home, but I got some Chinese in the car for her, and and she's like, oh, that's great, and stuff like that, and I was like, so they remembered us, and we haven't been there for a couple weeks, like almost a month, at this particular branch, and
Okay.
she I know our names are on the cups and they print on our cups, and then but it's funny that she hadn't seen me in a month, and she remembers that me and Jessica are married and we're together. We always come in together and this and that. So I thought that was kind of funny, and it made me think of this movie too. I was like, man, it's just, I know it's good customer service. There's good customer service. Like in my job, they say we want our customers to feel like family and this and that and everything. That's a lot of places.
So you're nice to their face, but talk behind their back when you leave.
No, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, it's just this movie. Like I said, it just hit a lot of things with me. I mean, not just personal stuff, but just the fact that we're in customer service, and this is what I do on a daily basis. I interact with people all the time, and we have a customer, I don't want to say her name, but she's there almost every day, so we know her by name. Everybody that works there knows her. Well, and say, hey, so and so, how you doing? And she'll be like, oh, doing good. How's your family? How's your mom? This and that. To all the people. She knows almost everybody that works there. Everybody that works here at my job knows her. Because she's there so much. We have regulars, so after a while, you do get to know your customers.
Yeah.
But there's a point where there's a line that needs to be drawn.
Yeah.
And I believe that, so there's only so much I do tell my customers about my home life. Because we're there to make them feel comfortable, not for us to feel comfortable. We're supposed to be comfortable with them.
Right, but I'm not going to tell you, oh, hey, it's my grandma's so-and-so, or
right, exactly.
I'm going through this. I'm not going to give out personal details, but, oh, hey, I'll tell people, my customers, and because it also makes them feel like you're not just, they're not just another cash ticket to you.
Right, exactly.
So I'd be like, oh, hey, I got, get to know them, be like, hey, I got a wife and 3 kids. I'll leave it at that.
Right.
We just went to, me and my wife went to a concert over the weekend, had fun, yada, yada, yada. Went out with some friends. That's about it.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, oh, her name is my kid's name. Nope. I don't even think I've said my kids' names on this podcast.
Right. Well, in my case, the funniest thing is my mom used to work there too. So once a lot of our customers finally realized that she was my mom, because me and my mom kind of look alike, but not really. Because, I don't know if I mentioned on this podcast or not. Well, I know we have, but I'm half English. My mom's the English one. Yeah. So my mom looks British, and I look like me. I look Latin. So a lot of people are like, oh, that was your mom? I was like, yeah, that's my mom. And they're like, well, I had no idea. And then so a lot of people just know us that way. So that's the reason why a lot of my customers ask, well, how's your mom? Because my mom's retired now, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so, like I said, this movie caught me in a lot of places, and I'm like, ugh, chili.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And and a lot of that, obviously lends to Robin's acting.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Because
God, great actor.
I don't think I could have seen anybody else in this movie do this role.
There's a couple of actors that could pull off creepy really good, but yeah.
As I said that, yeah, there definitely are a few, but this is why I like watching comedians do horror films or suspense films.
Oh, yeah,
because it's something they can do.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just all fun and games. They can do the seriousness.
Oh, yeah.
As good as this movie is, and as good as I wanted it to be, Jim Carrey did a horror movie. And it's not and it's not The Cable Guy, because that movie's creepy.
Oh, yeah.
But the number 23. It's a psychological suspense thriller.
Oh, okay.
But I had a hard time watching it for the first time, because I'm like, oh, to me, that's Ace Ventura. That's The Mask. That's, all these other guys. Why are you being so serious? Why are you... I don't like this. I thought this was going to be, a fun movie. This is not fun for me, Jim. Knock it off. It's almost like... But, then again, Jim has done, look at The Truman Show.
Oh, yeah.
Once you catch up with what's going on in that movie, it is so fucking surreal.
Plus he did the Andy Kaufman movie.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Very good job with that, too. Fuck, you're right, yeah. maybe we'll get to Jim Carrey next. Maybe we'll just do comedians doing weird movies.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let us know what you think about that.
Right.
Julio. Koffin rating?
Koffin rating. I gave this one 3.5 coffins. I thought about rating it higher, but like I said, it creeped me out, which I should have gave it a higher rating, and we didn't do the abacus on this one because this was one of the only horror movies we did this week.
This would have been an S tier for me.
Right, yeah, so yeah, me too, and this definitely would have been an S one if we did do the abacus.
I gotta be right there with you with 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's a bad movie, it's that this movie, I'll start watching it, I'm like, okay, hey, that's right, I'm watching 1 Hour Photo. About halfway through this film, I'm like, I don't know if I want to finish this. Like, I know what happens, but I don't know if I want to finish this. Like, this is fucking creeping me out.
Right.
And I know what's coming. It really plays with my anxiety.
Yeah.
Because again, like, you know, like, not to beat a dead horse, but you've said it and you've hit the nail on the head. You don't know what somebody's like outside of you seeing them at work or wherever. Hell, you don't even know what I do when you leave.
Right.
It's just clean up and then go to bed.
Right.
Pick up one of my kids out of my bed and put him back in there to try to go to sleep.
Right.
Right. No, I absolutely like these 3 movies. If you're not really into Robin Williams, and I don't understand how you couldn't be. I mean, for this newer generation, they wouldn't know who Robin is.
Right.
This would be kind of a good starter because you get 3 different versions of him, and they're all progressively going crazy.
Oh yeah,
because he's crazy in Birdcage.
Oh yeah, true.
You know, dealing with everything, and then you get the death to Smoochy, and he's like, oh, he's losing his fucking mind, and then he has lost it by the time he does 1 Hour Photo.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Plus, it's weird seeing him as a blonde too.
I think that's
weird.
what threw me off the most. I'm like, why are you? Is this about Slim Shady? What's going on? Are you doing a biopic? But again, that's also lends to his acting style and just being like, oh, this isn't me. This is other me.
Right. But you know what? It's funny before we started recording, like I mentioned to your wife, I love movies where you forget who he is in the movie. You think he is this person. And this is one of those movies where if you didn't know his career, you would be like, oh my God, who is this guy? It's like you forget that he's Robert Williams.
You're absolutely right. If you don't know who Robin Williams is, start off with this one first.
Right, exactly.
Then watch the rest of his career.
Right, exactly.
This Bicentennial Man.
Oh yeah.
And God, I hate that movie. And then Good Morning Vietnam.
Patch Adams.
Patch Adams is
right.
A stretch for me too.
Right.
But Good Morning Vietnam.
Right. Oh, and then the other one movie where he plays a doctor. He's the doctor, right? And the one with the coma patients, or not coma patients, but they're the. Is that Patch Adams? I mean,
I think that's Patch Adams. Awakenings.
Yeah, Awakenings. There you go. That one. That's another good one of his movies.
He was full bearded in that too.
Yeah, he was.
You know, it's really weird. I'm going to bring it up before we close out, but it's really weird to talk about Robin Williams and not bring up Jumanji.
Oh yeah.
What year was it?
Right.
So I have arachnophobia, and I can do it now, but the first time I saw that movie, and the scene where the spiders crawl out, I lost my fucking mind. I was like, I hate this movie. Where's Robin? Hug me. Like, where are you, buddy?
Right.
Parrish, get back here.
Yeah. So you would never be able to watch Eight-Legged Freaks.
Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. And fuck the group of friends that took me to see it.
Oh, you did see that one. Oh my God.
I didn't stay in the theater long, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
So what had happened was, we used to go to the movies all the time. And a lot of the times I would just go. Like, I don't care what we're going to go see. Because every time, it felt like, and this could just be me remembering wrong or just me being me, but like, every time, somebody would suggest, like anytime that I would suggest a movie, they'd be like, no. Be like, okay, well, I'm going to go later in the week then. Like Scott Pilgrim versus the World is one of my favorite movies. And I went to go see it, and I was ranting and raving about it, and then my friends were like, oh, let's go see this. I'm like, you fucking assholes. Like, the fuck?
Oh, like arachnophobia?
Yeah. Oh. So they picked me up, and they're like, hey, we're going to the movies. I'm like, oh, what are we going to go see? And they were like, oh, Eight-Legged Freaks. And I wasn't thinking about spiders.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, does anybody... And this was before the internet, so I had no idea. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, what's this movie about? And my one friend goes, it's about aliens. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Eight-Legged Freaks.
Right.
Get to the movie theater, get my popcorn, get my drink, get my sour candy because I'm addicted to it.
Did your friends know about your...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, trust me.
Your friends.
They knew. and they knew what the movie was about because apparently they had seen it earlier in the day.
Oh.
Nobody fucking told me.
Right.
I'm sitting there like, oh, okay, the first spider that showed up, I was like, nope, and I fucking got it. I walked out of the theater. I have never seen the entirety of that movie. And no, I will not do it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Right.
I will lie my way through it. Be like, oh yeah, cool. Gene Hackman and Superman shows up. Cool. Beats him up. Awesome. I don't give a fuck what's in that movie.
Right.
You could tell me that the One Piece, what the One Piece is in it. I ain't fucking watching that movie. Kiss my ass. Have I ever told you the reason why I have arachnophobia?
No.
So, when I was younger, I had a friend who had a license to keep animals, exotic animals.
Oh, okay.
This man legitimately had lions, tigers, and bears. So, fucking assholes. So I had to be about maybe, I hate to say it this way, I'm not a cool kid, but I was either 6 or 7. And my dad was like, hey, I think it was in the summer, and he was like, hey, you want to check out so-and-so's tarantula? I didn't know what it was. This man a couple weeks prior brought over a fucking koala. Like, I thought it was something like that. Not at all. So I run across the yard because we lived in condos. Run across the yard, super excited to see, my buddy. And this tarantula is sitting on his shoulder. Crawls down his chest. Got one of its legs stuck in his nipple ring. So he wasn't wearing a shirt. White people. Thing crawls down his chest or stomach onto his knee. It's a podcast, but I'm about that far from this fucking thing. Mm-hmm. It raises its front 2 legs. I've hated spiders ever since.
Oh, wow.
A couple weeks after that, my dad had asked me, he was like, hey, do you want to watch Arachnophobia? Sure. I don't know what that word fucking meant.
Oh, yeah.
Movie starts. Shit pops off. I walked away.
Right.
So I'm not doing this.
Right.
I'm not too bad now with spiders, but I will never visit Australia.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
Afghanistan.
Right.
No. Anything.
I heard about those ones. Yeah.
Anything that has a spider the size of a small dog, I'm good.
Right.
Fuck off. It's amazing creatures. They are wonderful for the environment. Like,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
The way I feel about spiders is the way I feel about Brett Favre. Mm. I'll give you the credit where credit is due. I don't fucking like you. Like, sports jokes.
Right.
But yeah, little fun fact about my life.
The only thing I know about Brett Favre is that the broadcaster guy would talk about turduckens.
So
that's the only thing I know about him is the other guy would be like turducken.
God rest his soul, John Madden.
Yeah.
It would not only draw all over the screen in that fucking with that goddamn marker of his.
Right.
But if it'd be close to Thanksgiving.
And he's always talking about Brett Favre.
Yeah, he'd be talking about, like they could be commentating a game. The Packers wouldn't even be playing. Out of nowhere, John Madden would be like, do you know who makes a good turducken? Brett Favre.
Right.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. I don't think I'll ever have another chance to talk about John Madden. But my favorite John Madden moment was, like, John was a very good, albeit crazy-ass commentator. But it made the game fun, especially if you had no idea what football was. You just listen to one game of John Madden commentating and you'd be a football pro. Because he broke everything down. But my favorite moment with him, and it happened many times, but I forgot what game it was. I was young. And he's commentating, he's doing his thing, and his commentator partner was Al Michaels. And I love Al Michaels as well. And I think it's because he was with John Madden, and he just, the shit that, like, Al had to put up with him. But the one game, Madden goes, the object of the quarterback is to get the ball to the receiver, get a touchdown. And just, like, I don't know if Al Michaels was having a bad day, but John says this. The side eye that Al Michaels gives him, I'm surprised Madden didn't fucking die there. It was this, like, no shit kind of look. And I was like, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I felt like there were times that John Madden would draw on the screen and they'd go to commercials and Al Michaels would just beat him up. Just take the marker from him. Like, I fucking... Nicolas Cage is playing John Madden in a movie about Madden's life. Like, he is playing John Madden. I cannot wait to hear the voice or even see, like, I've seen a I've seen a photo of him as Madden, and the makeup is fucking French kiss.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Nicolas Cage has that coming out. He's got the Spider-Man Noir series on Amazon, which I cannot wait for. But yeah, we went from Robin Williams to Spiders to John Madden.
Right.
This is amazing. I miss you, Justin.
Yep.
But I'm going to watch John Madden clips now. I'm going to be catching up on wrestling. That happened. Oh, John Madden.
Right.
There's so much yellow on the screen. Why are we talking about Brett Favre? Shut the fuck up.
Right. And turduckens. Even with the turduckens.
Again, the Packers wouldn't even need to be playing. Al Michaels would be talking about, like, John Elway or some, like, some quarterback. And fucking Madden would be like, who's a good quarterback? Brett Favre. Fuck up, John. Right. He's not even playing right now. Leave the man alone.
Right.
And that's another one dug up, dusted off, and dragged through the dark here with us at the Koffin Click. If you survived this review, congratulations. You are officially tougher than half the monsters we cover. Until next time, keep your garlic handy, your lights low, and your standards flexible. This is Jeff and
Juan
signing off from the coffin. Sleep tight, because something out there won't.